It seemed like you were using somewhat of a kind of capoeira technique up there, man. And I actually had a fan behind me say you were kind of like an illusion out there. Can you give us a little bit of depth on your training for this fight?
The key in this fight in our training was to not get punched by Gomi too much. Obviously, I got a few scuffs and bumps and bruises, but I feel good. He's a momentum fighter. Very like Chris Levy. He loves when guys stand in his range and want to get in trading wars with him. That's not what I want him to do. I got it. For a second, I thought I landed a couple good shots. I kicked him in the face, and I saw him take a big, deep breath in the first round. And it kind of brought me back to when he fought Nick Diaz. You could see him getting winded, and I just took over. And we got that takedown finally. He's got good wrestling. He stuffed a couple of my shots, but once I got that single leg and picked him up, I think he kind of knew the end was near. So second round, he rung my bell real quick, and then I got back to my wrestling, opened up my ground and pound for that submission. That kind of told the tale. Amazing. It just shows you two warriors going at it. Shows you how incredible Frankie Edgar's chin is. He got dropped twice, almost 3 times in the first round to battle back. I'm not going to say anything about the judging. I thought it was a very, very close fight. Everyone saw that. It could have went either way. Gray Maynard is just an unbelievable competitor. Throwing 97 punches in 1 round is unbelievable. I wonder how many of those he landed. They both came in great shape, and just to see someone battle back like Frankie, you got to give those guys a round of applause and utmost respect to both of them.
I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, Clay. How does that first round compare to Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez first round?
That's pretty much kind of what it reminded me of. I was front row at that fight, and Cain, to me, that was the 5 most exciting minutes in a fight, let alone a UFC heavyweight title fight. It kind of reminded me of Carwin and Lesnar as well. How Shane put it on him. We thought Brock was going to buckle. Second round, it just shows you what wrestling is all about and heart.
Obviously, you're known as a high-energy guy, but tonight was just absolutely insane, the amount of movement. Was that, the plan to even up, what you normally do, or did it just kind of work out that way once you got in there?
Definitely. We've seen Gomi's been known to come in under conditions sometimes. Kenny Florian, was a very tough first fight for anyone in the octagon, and Kenny took it to him, jabbed in and out. I'm not, comparing myself to Kenny. He's a much more pinpoint striker, but we kind of mimicked that a little bit, just staying away, and then we kind of used a little Frankie Edgar, just not getting hit too much, working on wrestling. And I thought maybe I was wasting a little bit of energy out there, staying on the outside, but I could feel wind when Gomi was throwing punches. That guy just throws from his hip, and I'm glad he didn't connect too solid on anything.
You had said this year you wanted to build towards a title shot. Where do you think this now puts you? How many fights do you think you have to win to get a shot at the title?
There's no exact number. Definitely end of 2011. I keep growing, keep getting better at my wrestling, striking, everything. Just sit next to guys like this, man, makes it all worthwhile. And I just want to get back in the gym and see what the UFC's got for me next.
Clay, you definitely go in there with a lot of energy. Did you hear the fans, giving you the cheers, the Guida chants, and how did that affect your performance?
I'm very fortunate to have the best fans in the world in the UFC, and they're always behind me, which is great. I would hate to be on the other end of the spectrum, which could happen overnight. I try to block those guys out. I could hear my cornerman, my brother Jason, Mike Winklejohn, and Greg Jackson in there very clearly, and that's all I focused on. And we surprised him with that head kick, and I think that opened up a lot in the fight. It opened up my wrestling.
All right, that's it, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Good night.
Between Brian. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. Pizza with us.